Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga, and today we are going to spend some time just down on the mat, seated position and laying down. Wonderful for those days where you just don't have a ton of energy, but you know you're going to feel better if you just get moving and do some beautiful things for your body. So taking it easy, taking it slow, taking it breath by breath. If something's not feeling super fantastic today, it's okay to modify. It's perfect to move on, doing whatever it is that you need to do today to just create a better space for yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically. So no judgments, no criticisms. Let's get going. A block, a bolster, a blanket, a pillow, anything that you would like to use along the way. We find a seated position and sit up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders up and back. And let those shoulders slide down and away. I appreciate you being here. I know some days you're like, I just don't feel like doing anything. You're here. Let's make the most of it. Roll those shoulders up and back and let those shoulders slide down and away. Close your eyes and sit tall. Bring your hands down by your sides. Press your palms down towards the earth. They may or may not touch the earth. If you have longer arms than your torso and you need to pull those hands out and away from you a little bit to press those palms in. If your arms are a little shorter and you've got a longer torso, you want to add some blocks or a book or something underneath those palms to feel that grounding sensation. Pause for a moment, grab those books, and come back. As we press those palms down to feel grounded. It's a powerful sensation, feeling grounded through the sits bones, through the palms of the hands, feeling strong and confident through the spine into the core. Checking in with how you're doing today. Where are you emotionally, mentally, physically? On those days we don't have a ton of energy, we can be kind of down or sad. It's okay. Feel all the feels and know that it's okay. This is a blip in time and you're doing your very best to transition to a more positive space. Have faith in that process. Have faith in yourself and gently bring the chin down towards your chest. Just a nice gentle stretch down the spine. In this world we live in today, it seems like everything goes so quickly. It's nice to slow down, to take some time for a little self-love, to be present, to feel grounded. Inhale, head up nice and tall. You can keep those eyes closed or open them. Gently lean your head to the right. Pressing your left palm down towards the ground. And again, you can have those books underneath your hands. You can pull that hand out and away from you. So just knowing your body and what you need. Inhale, head up nice and tall. And then gently lean your head to the left. And we press that right palm down towards the ground. Some days we can feel kind of judgy about when we don't feel our very best or when we are lacking in as much energy as we typically have. Don't judge, my friends. Show yourself some grace. I'm happy you're here. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Open those eyes. Turn and look out over that right shoulder. Do so without turning those shoulders and you'll feel a nice stretch in the neck. Work and range of motion in that cervical spine. Inhale it back through center. And then look out over that left shoulder. Inhaling it back to center, and let's walk those hands forward, just releasing all the way down. You can extend those arms out, or you can just softly bend the elbows. You can even support with those hands if you need a little bit. You may use a block underneath your forehead for the head to rest against, or just let gravity gently carry that upper body
towards the earth, nestling the tummy and chest into your lap. Getting those big, deep breaths. Let's open those arms out to a T. Spreading the fingers wide up on the pads of the fingers, and as you exhale, hollow your tummy and chest, lift your spine towards the sky, tuck your chin, creating space between those shoulder blades, space between each of the vertebrae, and then gently release it back down. Walk your fingertips out just an inch further. As you exhale, hollow. Tummy and chest hollowing, space between those vertebrae that stretch all the way down your spine, and gently release it down. Circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of the arms up and overhead. Reach to the sky. And exhale, release that right hand down, left arm up and over. Let's sway twice each side, gluing those sit bones to the earth. And reach to the sky, just moving at your pace. Exhaling it up and over. Remember, this is gentle. Inhale, reach to the sky and take it up and over. Inhale, reach to the sky. One more time, we take it to the left, stretching through that entire side body. Inhale, reach to the sky. Both arms come up. Turn your palms to face front, and as you exhale, pull those elbows back and down. Gaze to the sky. Inhale, reach to the sky. One more time. Exhale, pull those elbows back and down. Inhale, reach to the sky, and exhale, release those hands down by your sides. And let's switch so the other leg is in front. Sit up nice and tall. Press those palms down towards the earth. Again, feeling a sense of grounding and focus. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel that length in your spine. Strong and powerful, present in your life. Can you find that smile on your face yet? If not, it's okay. Gently open those eyes. Inhale, reach to the sky. As you exhale, open those arms out to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest, press your spine back, palms forward. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale and reach. Let's do that 2 more times. Eyes can be open or closed. Just, feeling that beautiful space. Always working to create space in those joints, to improve the imbalances in our body, to let go of negative energies, negative thoughts, negative feelings. Inhale it open and reach, and as you exhale, turn to the left, right hand to the top of the thigh, left hand behind you, prop yourself up as tall as you can sit, and then slowly turn your gaze out over your back shoulder. Little tuck of your chin down towards that left collarbone, and a little press of that right shoulder down and away. You feel that beautiful stretch all through that right side, through the neck and into the shoulder. Inhale, reach to the sky, turn it back to face front, and exhale, turn to the right, left hand to the top of the thigh, right hand behind you, sit up as tall as you can sit, and turn and take your gaze out over that back shoulder. A little tuck of your chin down towards your collarbone, and press that left shoulder down and away. I hope you hear your body, feel your body saying thank you. Inhale, reach to the sky, turn it back to face front. Exhale and release those hands down by your sides. Once again, just sitting up nice and tall, not necessarily pressing those palms down, just let the arms be heavy. And as you exhale, lean your head to the left. Pressing that right palm down now. Inhale, head up nice and tall, and exhale, lean your head to the right. Inhale, head up nice and tall, chin towards your chest. Just let that head dip forward. With the chin towards the chest, roll those shoulders up and back, and let your shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, head up nice and tall, back to that neutral spine. Shift your hands forward to the front of the shins, just below your knees. Take a big breath in, press the chest forward, arch your back, gaze to the sky. Exhale, hollow the tummy and chest. Press your spine towards the back. Tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, gaze to the sky. And exhale, hollow. Let's do one more of those. Inhale, press it through. And exhale, hollow. Inhale, head up nice and tall and walk those hands forward. Releasing down, and again, you can support with those hands, you can support with the forearms, you can extend those arms out. You're welcome to use a block just below your forehead, or just let your body weight be heavy. Allowing gravity to help you sink a little deeper, a little tuck of your chin. Lower back, hips, groin, glutes, shoulders. So many wonderful places to feel this stretch. Inhale, circle your hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. Turn your palms to face front, and as you exhale, 3 cactus arms. Pull those elbows back and down. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, pull. Inhale, reach, and exhale, pull. And release your hands down by your sides. Turn so you're facing the length of your mat. Rock it back, open up those feet. Toes to the outside corners of your mat. Sit up nice and tall, and then come forward, releasing the tummy and chest through those legs. Just letting your hands rest on the tops of the feet and your chin towards your chest. Nice, big, full, deep breaths. Starting at your tailbone, slowly roll it up. One vertebra at a time. Hands just sliding up along those shins. And let's bring the soles of the feet together. Knees open out nice and wide to butterfly. Sitting up tall. Breathe. We bring that left hand to the top of that right foot or to the ankle, right hand behind, and we're going to use the strength of that left arm to gently pull as we twist, looking out over that right shoulder. Find your breath, making sure that the shoulders aren't sneaking up towards your ears. That causes tension and tightness, and we're trying to let go of it all. And slowly release. Keep a hold with that left hand. Right hand crossing over to that left ankle. Sit up nice and tall. So this might be very challenging. Might feel fairly easy. Just breathe. Close your eyes. Sit tall. What do you notice in the shoulders? Through that upper back. A gentle tuck of your chin down towards your chest without collapsing through the chest. Keeping those shoulders rolled back. Those shoulder blades engaged, sliding down your back. Inhale, lift your gaze. Release that left hand, place it behind you. Right hand keeping a hold of that left ankle. And we use that right hand to pull ourselves around. A deeper rotation, feeling this all through that hip, that right hip, into the lower back. Strengthen that right arm, lengthen the spine. And slowly release, now crossing that left arm over the right. Again, taking a hold of that right ankle. Now the other arm is on top, and we sit up nice and tall. As you exhale, gently hinge forward. Release your hands, walk it out. Supporting, extending, relaxing. So when I say relaxing, I'm saying let go of the tension. I'm not saying that this is a very relaxing place to be, per se. Just letting down our guard, relaxing the tension away, and allowing yourself to sink in to as deep of a stretch as your body will allow right here, right now. And slowly walk those hands back up. Sitting up nice and tall, let's extend those legs out long. Left leg is extending, right foot crosses. We wrap the crook of that left elbow around the knee and we pull it in nice and tight. Sit up tall.
Placing that right hand behind you and turn and look out over that back shoulder. Lots of twists today. When we don't have a whole lot of energy, twisting can actually bring you a little bit more energy, wringing out tension, tightness, that negativity within us. If it feels right to you, shift that left elbow to the top of the right knee, press against your knee. Oh, I just got a nice little pop. I love those self-adjustments. Do you ever get those? I get them often, and I love them. We just want to make sure there's no pain, no tingling or numbness. And gently release your twist. Shift to now that right hand is going to come to the outside of your left calf. Right hand behind you, prop yourself up, and just use the back of that right hand, the right arm, to press against that right leg as you twist. Still working to sit up nice and tall, so we're not totally leaning back onto that left hand. It's just there to help prop us up a little bit higher. And slowly release and allow that right knee to open out to the side. Sit up tall. That figure four stretch, how does that feel? We shift our hands behind us and we pull that left foot in. Coming as close in as you like, and your hands can be in whatever position feels good to you. As we work to close that gap between our legs and our torso, you're going to feel this amazing right hip stretch. If it feels good to you and we're not too intense already, you want to lift your bottom and slide it forward. Feel free. If you get there and you're like, ooh, that's a little too deep, just back off. And then walk those hands up. I want you to be mindful. Do you still have a neck? If your shoulders are right next to your ears, lift. Find your neck. If by finding your neck, all of a sudden your bottom is lifted up off the ground, back those hands off just a little bit. Adjust how you need to. Connect your bum to the ground. Feel that nice stretch, but nothing crazy. And breathe. Now gently back that left foot off just enough so that you can take those hands away and wrap the crook of the elbows around the outside edge of the knee and around the outside edge of your foot and sit up nice and tall. Just cradling that baby, getting that good stretch for that right hip. And if you're like, wow, this is not so great, go ahead and put that ankle right on top of that knee once again. Maybe a little lean back. We're going to fire up the core a little bit. If you're like, no, this is wanting to be gentle, still stay gentle. Nothing crazy, right? Nothing crazy, just kindness. And slowly we come back up, gently releasing that right foot, extending that left leg. Sit up nice and tall. Releasing and extending the right leg, left foot crosses up and over. We wrap the crook of that right elbow around the knee, pull it in nice and tight as you sit up tall. Turning and taking your gaze out over that back shoulder. Left hand pressing into the mat to help prop you up even taller. Always wanting to make sure that we're holding on to those big, full, deep breaths. If you like shifting that right elbow to the top of the left knee, we press against that knee for a deeper rotation. Working to keep that spine happy and healthy, young and limber. Independently moving those vertebrae one at a time. Always working to create space between those vertebrae so they're not right on top of each other, but creating that space, that freedom of movement. Slowly release, placing that right hand behind us, left arm in front of that left knee, and pressing the back of the arm into that left knee as you look out over your left shoulder, or that right shoulder. Find your breath. Circling that right arm up and over and allowing that left knee to open out to the side, creating that figure four. We sit up nice and tall. How you doing? How you feel? Can you find that smile yet? If you're like, no, not yet, Cheryl, it's okay. It'll come. That's my goal, to get it to you before we're done. Bringing behind you, pulling that right foot in, sitting up nice and tall. And again, you can have your hands wherever you like. Sitting up as tall as you can sit, making sure that you still have a neck and that your shoulders haven't eaten your neck. Find it. Checking in. How's that left hip? If it feels pretty good and you want to intensify it a little further, slide your bottom forward and walk those hands in. Make sure you still have your neck. You can be on the palms or you can be up on the fingertips. You do you. And breathe. Close your eyes. Find those big deep breaths. Let go of that tension in the hip. We back it off just enough to release those hands, wrapping the crook of the elbow around the outside edge of your foot and around the outside edge of the knee. Sit up as tall as you can sit. There's this tendency to hollow out through your tummy and chest. Lift, lengthen, promoting that good posture, that strength through the backside of your body, that posterior chain, from the crown of the head all the way down the back of the body. Let's kick in that core if you like, leaning back. You don't have to, you can stay up. Just find that breath and make sure that whatever decision you've made, your body is on board. Breathe. Slowly we sit up tall, releasing your foot and extending that right leg. Again, as you sit tall with that figure four, what do you notice in that left hip? It's been a lot of work for that hip. Extending both legs out. Sit up nice and tall. Remove the fleshy part from your bum, sitting right on that sit bones, and just alternate bending knees, just walking it out. You can pedal your feet, pointing and flexing the feet. That feels pretty good. So really the goal of today is to get you feeling good. That's the goal of every day we get together. That's always my goal for you, is to get you feeling the very best I can, the best you can. Let's extend both legs and point those toes. Just point them as far as you can point them. And then pull those toes back. Oh, good stretch to the calves. Great activation of those quads. And point, great stretch all the way down the front of the feet, the front of the shins. Pull those toes back. Oh, down the backs of the legs. And now let's just walk those hands forward, keeping the length in your spine, hinging forward. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And then let your upper body be heavy. If you need to soften your feet, soften your feet. If you'd like, you can take a hold of your legs or the outside edge of your feet. If you have the flexibility to do so, you can wrap the wrists around the outside edge of your feet and interlace your fingers. If it feels good to you, use the strength of your arms, holding on to those legs, lengthening the crown of the head towards the toes. So just using the strength of those arms to help lengthen. And then relax the weight of your head. Short legs definitely helps this scenario. Long arms definitely helps this scenario. Just keep a sense of humor. Don't judge. Just be here. Inhale, reach it out. Separate those hands and rise. Releasing your hands down by your sides. And let's turn and bring that left foot in. Right leg's going to go long. Flex your foot. Inhale, reach to the sky. As you exhale, cross that right hand over to your left knee. Left arm reaches up and over. Turn your gaze towards the sky. Oh my goodness. All the way down that left side. Feels so good. Inhale, reach to the sky. Both arms are going to extend to the sky. Turn towards that right leg and hinge it forward. Releasing your hands, relaxing the weight of the upper body down. As you work to twist through that upper body to center your tummy and chest onto that right leg, you feel that great stretch all along the lower back on that left side, into that left hip, the groin. Make sure your knee is happy. Your body is responding in a loving way. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands through center, and let's take that tummy and chest right out over that left ankle. I like to stack my hands for the forehead to rest against. You can extend
those arms. You can stack fists. You can bring in that bolster, your block, a pillow, a blanket, whatever suits you. And gently press it back up, walking your hands back in. Sit up nice and tall. And let's shift. Right foot comes in, left leg goes long, flex your foot, reach to the sky, crossing that left hand over to the right knee, right arm circles up and over. Turning and taking your gaze to the sky, that beautiful stretch all the way down the right side. Making sure you're breathing slow and steady. Inhale it back up, extend both arms to the sky. We turn towards that left leg, hinging it forward, reaching it out. Centering your tummy and chest towards that left leg. If you need to slide that right foot down the leg to take some pressure off the knee, that's fine. The more you work to center your upper body, the more you're going to feel this in that right side and that lower back. Make sure that it's good, that it's right. And slowly lift, just slightly walking those hands through center. And we're going to take those arms, that tummy and chest, right out over that right ankle. Again, you can stack hands, you can stack fists, you can extend those arms, you can rest on a bolster, your pillow, whatever you need. But be mindful of how your body responds whenever we come into a different stretch, a different asana, a different pose. What is your body telling you? If it's asking you for a little space, a little break, to get out, to modify, listen. Be nice. And slowly we walk those hands back up, sitting up nice and tall. Let's pull that right foot out and away from us just a little bit to create a nice straight line across the top of the mat. We flex that right foot. We're going to take that left leg up and over, and we're going to cross. There's a little divot just below your ankle bone, just above your heel. Place that just to the meaty part of your knee, and we sit up nice and tall. Hello, fire log pose. So working to create as little space as possible between the knee and the ankle. It's going to be what it's going to be today. So keep that sense of humor, and if you're like, wow, this is rough today, sit in easy pose. Just crisscross those legs. It's absolutely fine. And then when we switch legs, you'll switch back so the other leg is in front. Otherwise, I just invite you to sit up as tall as you can sit. And breathe. Keep that length in the spine. Close your eyes. Whatever you're feeling, wherever you're feeling it, send your breath there. If this is a real struggle, as your eyes are closed, you can quietly or silently, or you can yell it from the top of the building, I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. With those eyes closed, if you wish, a little hinge forward, bringing the hands in front of the shins. This may take some of that intensity away. For me, it's a substantial amount that's taken away. You can stay here with that spine nice and long. You may choose to start walking it out and releasing the weight of the upper body down. As you do so, focus on your breath. Let down your guard. Keep those feet flexed. And breathe. Support as much as you need with the hands or the forearms. Use as much body weight as you wish to influence your stretch. Don't overdo. We never want to go to the point where the risk of injury. We want to stay safe and healthy. Slowly walking those hands back up. Take a moment here and notice if that space has gotten smaller. We love that. Celebrate just those little wins. Breathe. Rock it back to the point. Oh, good gravy, where you can extend those legs out long, flex your feet, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward. That feels pretty magical. That's an intense hip stretch, but it's also one of the best. Inhale, sweep the hands back by the hips. Big circle those arms up and overhead. And gently release your arms down by your sides. And let's take that right leg out to the side. Left shin is going to come straight across the top of your mat. Right leg taking it up and over. And again, that little divot just below your ankle, just above your heel, place that on the inside of your knee and sit up tall. Again, we recognize the space. A fair amount for me. How is it for you? And again, if easy pose, not so easy pose, is a better alternative for you today, yep, take it. Just make sure the other leg is in front and sit up nice and tall. We're going to close our eyes. We're going to do our very best to send that breath into those hips, to let down the guard and quiet that resistance. We keep our feet flexed to keep those ankles from sickling and overstretching all the tendons along the outside of the ankle. Breathe. If you like, bring the hands forward in front of those shins. How is it on this side? It might be better, it might not. If it's not, you just back off right where we were. If it is, you can walk those hands forward as much or as little as you like. So my friend, keeping in mind what's going on with you, what those hips have been asked to do lately. If you are an avid runner, hiker, walker, skier, tennis player, pickleballer, whatever it is, dancer, name it, you name it. Your hips do a ton of work. If you have an office job and you sit a lot, your hips are working overtime. They get tight. Show some love. Do your best to let go, to not judge, to not criticize. And as we are here, wherever you are within this pose, quietly or silently, I feel loved. I feel loved. I feel loved. And slowly walk your hands back up, sitting up nice and tall. How's that space? Even if it's 0.5% better, we're in the right direction. Breathe. Close your eyes. Gently open those eyes, rock it back. Oh my gosh, this is going to feel so good. Extend those legs out long, flex your feet, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Release your hands. Relax the weight of your upper body down. That's an intense pose, and it makes me really glad I only have 2 legs. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. And release your hands down by your sides. Staff pose. A little work in our staff pose, strengthening our legs, our core muscles, and our hip flexors. As we sit up nice and tall, we're going to do our very best not to lean back, and we're going to lift our right leg. Your body's going to want to try and lean back. Resist that. Fire up that quad and release. Left leg lifts. Is it easier for the left leg or the right? And release. Lift the right. Second time's a little better. And release. Lift the left. Body's figuring out how to get things done. And release one more time each side. Lift the right. And down. And lift the left.
and down. We're going to keep that length in the spine. We're going to hinge forward to about a 45-degree angle, and we're going to place those hands out in front of us. Now there's going to be a natural curvature through that upper back a little bit. I want you to hollow out and scoop through the belly. So it's like somebody's going to punch you in the belly, and you're going to lock down through the core to stop it from hurting quite so much. Okay, so hinging forward. Fingertips are going to be against the mat, looking forward down towards those toes. We hollow, draw that belly in, and we lift both feet, both legs, and release. Again, hollow, lock it down through that core, press through those fingertips, lift those legs, and release. We have one more time. Have you found that smile yet? You will in just a second, because we're going to be done with these. And lift, breathe, and release. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Soften your feet and slowly roll it back. You can take one knee with you if you like. You can just find a comfortable way to come down onto your back, or you can take it slow and steady and just melt. And relax. Let those feet roll open. Just find your breath. That feels pretty good. Let's pull that right knee in, hands to your shin just below your knee. If that's a little intense for your lower back, pull that left foot in, bending your left knee. Otherwise, go ahead and keep that leg long. Point and flex that right foot. Roll the ankle. Just some movement through the foot, through the ankle, wiggling those toes. That feels good. Softening your foot, extend that left arm out to a T, pulling that right knee up and out towards your armpit, and breathe. We work to keep that left side of the pelvis from lifting, staying strong through those obliques. We draw that right knee back through center. Right arm extends out to a T. Left hand to the outside of the right knee and gently guide your knee across your body. We turn and take our gaze. Oh my gosh, out over that right arm. Oh, I can't tell you how good this feels. I hope you feel the same. If you like, bend that left knee, draw your heel up towards your bottom. Reach down with that right hand. Can you find that left foot? Opening up the chest. Just holding on to your foot. Gently release that right hand back out to a T, extending that left leg once again, rolling it back to center. Gaze towards the sky, extend that right leg to the sky. Point your toes and flex your foot. And point. And flex. Keep your foot flexed. Bring your hands up behind your leg and just slowly pull that right leg in. Again, if it's too intense for that lower back, bend that left knee. Otherwise, keep that left leg long. Now point your right toes. Oh my gosh, that great stretch. You feel it all through the front of the foot and up through the shin. And then as you flex, all the way from the sole of the foot through the heel and down the back of the leg. One more time, point. And flex. Soften that foot, bend that right knee, pull it back in. Just a nice gentle pull. And gently release it out and down. Left knee comes in, hands to your shin, just below your knee. As you pull that knee in, this beautiful stretch all through the front of that right leg. If that's too much, pull in your lower back, bend that right knee. So really it's about listening to your body. Always, always, always. What's going on? If just because something should feel good and your body today is saying, yeah, not to me, listen to that. Point and flex your foot, roll your ankle. So if it doesn't feel great today, it's okay. That doesn't mean it's not going to feel better in 5 minutes, 5 hours, or tomorrow. Revisit it, but be kind and consistent. Consistently honoring whatever it is that you need. making sure you're getting rest, you're drinking your water, you're eating good food. And relax the foot. Right arm extends out to a T. We pull that left knee up and out towards your armpit, stretching all along through the inner thigh. Again, feeling that great stretch down the front of that right leg. And breathe. So what we put into our bodies, whether it be thoughts, feelings, food, drinks, who we are around, our environment, getting some sunshine, getting some fresh air, getting some exercise. You guys, so important. Pulling that knee back to center. Left arm extends out. Right hand crosses. And we gently pull that left leg across the body. We turn, and look out over that left arm. Surrounding ourselves as much as we can with good things. Things that fill our heart, that feel good to your soul. It doesn't mean that life is always going to be a bowl full of cherries, right? That means that when life throws things at us that might be challenging, we recognize the good. We can embrace the lesson, the challenge. Know that we are loved and supported, and we have people who have our back. I, for one, have your back. And that you're going to get through this. If it feels good to you, bend that right knee, draw your heel up towards your bottom, reach down with that left hand, take a hold of that foot. A blip of time. Happiness, challenges, they're all a blip of time. The only consistent in life is change, right? We know this in our head, but sometimes it's hard to remind ourselves that wherever you are in life, it's gonna change. Be adaptable. Keep your faith, keep a sense of humor. Keep moving, keep smiling. Keep coming back each and every day. We get knocked down, we get back up. Gently releasing, extending that left arm back out, extending that right leg. Slowly we roll it back to center. And let's extend that left leg. Point your toes. And flex. Oof. And point. I feel the activity from the last couple days. And flex. And point. And flex. Hold that flex. If that's too intense on that lower back, you can again bend that right knee. We bring the hands up behind that left leg and just gently pull it in towards us. Gently. Let's pull that right foot in if it's not already. Bending that left knee, placing the left foot to the mat. Hands come down by your sides, feet are hip width apart. We add a little pelvic tilt and we begin to press through those heels as we lift our hips towards the sky. Coming up to our bridge pose. At the top of bridge pose, you're welcome to bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and extend those arms. Maybe it feels right to you to roll those shoulders underneath you. Squeeze your buns, lift your hips. Bridge pose, strengthening the backside of the body, realigning the spine, opening up the chest, stimulating the thyroid. As you exhale, let yourself moan just a little bit. Again, inhale. Big exhale. One more time, stimulating that vagus nerve. Happy, healthy, strong.
releasing the hands, unrolling those shoulders one at a time, and ever so slowly back down that spine comes till our bottom is the very last to touch. We heel toe those feet open just a little bit, toes turned inward to a little bit of a pigeon-toed stance, and we let those knees just gently rest against one another. Let's rest the hands on the hips or the tummy. If you prefer to have those arms out and down, palms rolled open to the sky, perfect. Maybe you like those arms overhead. Just make sure there's no tension, no tightness anywhere. As we take a few moments, hopefully feeling just a little bit lighter, a little more carefree, a little more energized, a little more grounded. It's pretty incredible all that we can get done just by staying low on the mat. Good space in our head, clarity in our mind, opening our heart, a strong, healthy body. Let's be mindful and open to feeling the joy in our day. For sharing that joy throughout our day. Gently pull one knee in towards your chest, hand to your shin. Other knee in towards your chest, hand towards your shin. Pull those knees in nice and tight. If you like, lift that upper body, tuck your chin towards your chest, nose towards your knee, and just that little massage in that middle back. Little rock side to side. Coming back to center, releasing the upper body back down. Bringing the hands behind your thighs, rock it up. If rocking up is not an option today, carefully, safely come back up to a seated position. And let's turn towards one another, sitting up nice and tall. We turn the palms to the sky, draping the wrists over the knees, index finger and thumb gently touch. How are you? Right here, right now. Have you found that smile yet? I sincerely hope so. You are a big part of my smile, and I thank you. Let's gently pull those hands to heart center. We lift the base of the thumbs to the center of the forehead, and just a gentle pressure of the base of the thumbs to our third eye, activating our intuition today. Remaining mindful and present throughout the day. I wish you peace, love, health, and happiness. And as always, light, love, and namaste. Go be awesome.